Yes.
What's up, buddy? I don't hear you, Danny. Or see you.
Your guys' podcast showed up when I got the cleverly named GAM.
There we go.
Moving on up.
Does it have a live stream?
Holy shit. I just heard you say, there we go. Yeah, I'm watching you, but it's like delayed.
You're talking to yourself, dummy.
Fuck you.
Oh, that is hilarious.
I just heard you say you're talking to yourself.
I know, I can hear it. We get a weird ass feedback loop. Oh, I know. It's just my laptop shit, and I don't have it on the highest settings because I'm not wired, so it fucks with my bandwidth. Downstairs in the basement. Trying to get my guys in here. Danny was in here, but he's not. His mic ain't registering or nothing. He keeps popping in and out. It's just spinning. Yeah, that's pretty damn funny. You think? I know. I gotta go. I usually don't go live quite just yet, but I usually wait to get everybody in here. But I was wondering if it would show up on the Xbox, so that's why I went ahead and went live.
Mic test.
Oh, I hear somebody.
Mic test.
It's Ryan.
Mic test.
Yeah, Danny's having zero luck right now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay. When I say mic test, you should probably say, yeah, you're good or something.
I did. I said I hear you.
Oh, all right.
Like 5 times.
All right. Just so you know, I'm one step away from actually having a microphone in front of me.
Holy fuck.
because I have now moved my desk into the man cave. I have a desk here, and I just need to get the mic to be right here.
The sound engineering professional will have a fucking actual microphone finally.
Oh yeah,
It's fucking 2 years into the podcast.
you know. Link doesn't work for me. Well, then you're
Yeah,
fucked
yeah,
up.
it does. He keeps popping in.
He says Link don't work for him.
All right, later, Corey. Even if you don't watch us, just keep the YouTube. Oh, you motherfucker! I'm gonna kill him.
Why Corey's in here?
No, he was on the phone.
Oh. He was
He was watching us. He was watching us on Xbox.
He was super cocky when it came to that Madden shit, and then I beat his ass. But whatever. He was like, "Ryan, I'm gonna beat your ass," and I'm like, "Okay, let's see." And then he didn't do it.
Hey, y'all.
What's up, Joey?
Yeah, see, Danny's saying he don't see or hear any of us.
I don't know about that. Should we start a new link?
If you can't hear us, it's probably his connection.
I mean, he's saying he can't. Like he says he joins the chat, but nothing pops up. Like he don't see any of us. That's fucking weird.
How easy is it to start a new one of these things?
I already went live, so I'd prefer not to.
We're already live?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Thanks for the warning.
Welcome. I was trying to see if, because Corey was trying to watch on his Xbox, and I didn't know if live streams from YouTube would show up on.
I don't think it does, does it?
It does.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
he was watching.
Huh. Okay.
Because if you go back and watch the very beginning of the video, you'll see him talk to himself. Because it's like delayed a little bit.
How he was in the party thing?
No, he wasn't in the party, but he was on the phone. So like he heard me say something like that was delayed, and he was answering it.
Oh.
2 minutes and 38 seconds left in the period. Henrik Zetterberg, it looks like he scored his 57th career postseason goal. It was reviewed for a kick in, but it was a good goal. Yeah,
It was a good goal. Zetterberg just goes to the net. Just crashes the net hard. Puck goes in off the skates. Good things happen over the net. He's a work for it.
Peter Mrazek made 16 saves after replacing Jimmy Howard, and after the game, head coach John Cooper for the Lightning pulled no punches when discussing his team's performance tonight.
Be right back.
You can't just sit here.
No. You must not leave.
Depend on 3 guys to score every night, and that's how it's going to go. How it works. I don't think we had was 16 shots. I think we had 7 shots in the last 2 periods. I know they switched goaltenders, but I don't even know if they needed a goaltender tonight, to be honest.
Holy shit.
What?
I'm watching the post game for the Islanders game, and the dude was just, or maybe it wasn't for the Islanders.
I see
game,
Danny.
It was a post game for one of the hockey games that happened, and he was like,
I don't know what he's doing. He's got like wires and shit in front of his face. And his eyes are closed.
He said, I don't even know if they needed a goaltender tonight. That's funny.
I don't hear Danny. Your mic's not ready.
If I'm not speaking, I'm waiting for Ryan, like a nice man, to stop speaking.
Are you on your phone?
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
It's not picking up. Your computer's not doing it right. It's not working.
I don't effing know anymore.
So I think we should talk about
And
You would think two 980 Ti's would make that shit run right.
Okay, you know what? Shut the fuck up.
I'm just gonna tell you something about Danny, PJ.
His one of his video cards costs more than my whole laptop.
God bless. I didn't hear whatever the fuck was said. So
No, what I'm gonna tell you about Danny right now is that when he's irritated, you don't want to poke him because
Oh no, fuck that! I poked the bear. He knows it.
I've learned not to poke that bear because when I poke the bear, he'll run right at the boss in the middle of an incursion.
it was true. I did do that. I said, "Fuck all of you. I don't need to handle this shit."
He got mad and he just ran straight at the APC, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
And I literally said, "Fuck you," and I did this. But you know, it's not as effective when I'm not using my regular setup.
Have you tried rebooting your computer?
Rebooting? Yeah, I'm literally in the process of doing that now.
See if that might fix it. Yeah, because it's weird. Because if I try to invite you guys like individually, like I used to, like it doesn't work. You guys don't get the invitation, and I think it has something to do with because I'm actually broadcasting from the Cleverly Named Games account instead of my personal account.
Oh, you are finally doing it that way?
Yeah, that's how I've been doing it since. That's how I've been doing it since since we started live streaming this shit.
One time it was on your personal.
No,
Yeah, I think like one time,
anymore.
and I was annoyed at it.
Back.
You're trying hard not to show it, baby.
Hey,
But baby,
I don't want to YouTube.
baby, I know it.
What atrocity have I walked in on?
Top Gun.
Feeling, you lost our love and feel it now. It's gone, gone, gone. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Prompted this Broadway musical.
Hey, does anybody want to tell Danny we're live right now?
He doesn't care.
All right,
I
just
suspected
saying.
as much.
You know what bugs me like a really big amount?
What?
It is really, really hard to get a bill to be a straight curve, like a perfect curve and not lopsided. And I'm sure nobody notices it but me. When I look at my
what?
When I look at my hat
Oh.
here, my hat,
Hat bill.
yeah, it's
like
crooked. It's always crooked, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I bend it, and I'm just like, it's always crooked.
You know they make an apparatus for that, right?
Do they?
Do they?
Yes, they make a hat curver. It's like $10.
Danny doesn't realize that he's muted right now, I don't think.
Well, I mainly try to
Yeah.
stick to these kind of hats.
You like the
Ah,
hoodie?
fuck you.
He realized.
You like the hoodies, Joey? Or the beanies, that's the word. Beanies.
Yeah, I prefer these. They're much easier to put on.
I have about
Highway 61.
I probably have 15 different fitted hats like this.
I have like 2 of these and like 2 of these.
Batman hats. You have 2 Batman hats.
No, well, this style of hat. I have a Batman one and I have a Captain America one.
I think I have 3 Packer hats, 2 Brewers hats, a Garth Brooks tour hat, what else do I have? I have a Sound and Light hat. Yeah, I have a lot of tour hats from different tours that I was on.
Oh, I do have one more hat that I forgot about. I don't wear it though. It's you know the Ghost Hunters team, like from the show Ghost Hunters.
Oh yeah.
I have a signed hat from their company.
Oh, okay. How does Steam Share is confusing
It
I
is.
didn't even realize that was a thing.
because like I thought that our accounts were linked or whatever, but then I log into the account on this computer I'm trying to get to be like a new desk work computer or like desktop thing, and like none of the games either from PJ's account or Danny's are here.
What's up, Casey?
Huh?
Thanks for hanging out as usual.
Who?
Casey's hanging out with us again.
Casey?
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Casey? Is it spelled like a K and then a C, or is it spelled like C A S E Y?
Like Casey Jones.
Casey Jones?
So CASEY.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, you could have just said that, jackass.
I like to make you think.
And I don't like thinking, so.
I know, that's why it's funny.
Joke's on you, PJ. I enjoy thinking.
I don't know how the joke's on me. The joke wasn't for you, so
He was
never
he was
mind
fucking
then.
with me, not you.
Oh.
Because you know he likes to fuck with me.
I like to fuck with everybody.
Fuck, you throw this bomb in midair.
How much does City Skylines cost?
Like 20 or 30 bucks tops. I think.
It's on sale a lot though.
Yeah, my biggest thing though is I don't want to buy it and then it not run on my computer.
I've heard the frame rate is an issue with that game. That one and XCOM.
Yeah, it's $30 on Steam.
You know that you know there's a site for that, right?
Yeah, but I don't know how to like talk about all that shit.
You don't have to talk about it. What do you mean? You don't have to talk about anything. The site does it for you.
Yeah, but you know what's like a lot easier? Like clicking the game to start, and if it runs, and that's awesome.
So you mean waiting like, I don't know, a half hour, 45 minutes, an hour, or however long it takes to download,
Oh. Oh, well.
and then trying to start it up instead of just going to a website and being like, hey, will my computer run this? All right, cool, thank you.
Hello.
Hello, hi, Danny.
All right. I had to play with my audio a little bit, but that works.
We got the real Danny now? Instead of
We do
phone
have the
Danny?
real Danny now. We have him with the Yeti microphone instead of the headset microphone, and with the Logitech G933 headset.
Did you pick him up finally?
We have a fucked up PJ though.
Am I fucked up?
Ah, God, I wish you were drunk.
Me?
Not you. No.
Oh.
No.
We definitely don't need you drunk.
Cause I mean that could happen.
No.
Well, we had a very long talk about that, and I'm
You're
not
right.
gonna make. I do not make fun of you about it anymore. But
You're
there was no.
You wish I was drunk, Danny.
I'm sorry,
Why do you wish I was drunk?
because I haven't seen it and I want to at least see it once. Oh, so now I have a reliable car to get to your wedding. Has
There we go.
anybody else said that they're actually coming to your wedding and being more than just a friend on the internet?
Are you you're
No.
driving?
Yeah, it's like,
not that far.
what, 6
Okay.
hours?
It's like, yeah, it's like between 6
Yeah,
to 8.
yeah, that's nothing.
Wow.
It's not-
And I have a really nice car to do it in, although I have to upgrade the audio system because if I don't, it will bother me.
Yeah.
And the head unit. Ready, PJ? No, give me 1 second, Ryan. Ready, PJ? So I'm at the dealership, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy the car. I'm very happy with it, and it's a great deal. It's honest. It's all honest. In all honesty, it's a really good deal. And I do not want to focus on Ryan. Please no. Please stop. Make it stop. Make it stop. And so I go and I sign and I do all the signing. And now I have a new car, and I go. All right, I'm gonna drive away. Let me hook up my Bluetooth audio. It won't work. Now this is a very reasonable car. It has low miles on it. I got it for a really good deal.
Work because you were moving?
No, I was parked. I was physically
Okay.
parked, and it was like, no. And I called the lady who I bought it from. I'm like, hey, I just bought it. I'm really happy. Don't get me wrong. And I already kind of said to her, I want to upgrade it to Android Auto and all that, right? So I know I'm gonna be upgrading the head unit anyways. And so I'm like, but my Bluetooth doesn't work. And she's like, oh, we'll try this. I'm like, yeah, I've tried that. How about this? And she goes, that's a good idea. And we go bounce back and forth. She goes, let me get one of our more nerdier guys. I come out. He's on his iPhone like a jackass, and then just looks at me and goes, and I'm like, well, what have you tried this? I'm like, and he's like, he doesn't want to fucking be there. And I'm like, all right. And I'm like, and he goes, oh, did you Bluetooth connect it? No, yes, sir. Yes, I did. How about this? I'm like, oh, I did this, and this. And he goes, oh, I don't have to do that on my iPhone. I know, I'm just showing him 5 different ways of going, everything on my side's okay. And typically I can jump into my mom's car and it will automatically connect and everything's perfectly fine from the beginning. Yeah. And he goes, I think your phone's too advanced for the 2014. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking I wanted to turn to him and hit him and be like, well, number one, thank you. Number two, and that's
not an accurate statement.
I kind of go, it's a Nexus 6P. And he goes, yeah, no, that's too advanced.
I'm an idiot with an iPhone.
That's pretty much.
So did you get it to work?
No, so I had an audio jack in my dad's truck because my dad just has one Rascal flat seat. He plays on and no, I love him, but I just grabbed the audio jack I left in his truck. And it's in my Jeep now, and like I said, it's just gonna hasten me replacing the head unit with an iPad, not an iPad-like replacement system, probably using a Nexus 7 or something, a wiped Nexus 7.
Okay.
I just want to get all of the nice, because it's kind of nice. All my I have heated seating, front and back seat.
You have cooling.
The biggest thing about it has 36,000 miles on it.
But
for someone who walks every day to work, and I put no miles on it. I mean, I put once a week miles on it.
But cooling seats are awesome.
No, I don't have cooling seats. I do not.
Yeah, I want cooling seats.
I had cooling seats in the Mustang I rented when I was in Arkansas. It was really freaking nice.
Oh, it's so awesome.
But the first modifications I'm going to do to it is upgrade the audio system across the board. Because I'm not going to get it lifted or anything like that. I thought about getting a 2-inch lift on it and get some bigger tires and everything. And then I'm going to repaint it because I don't like the color. And it's used.
It's already got 20s on it, don't it?
Huh?
It's already got 20s on it, don't it?
I think it has a little bit more than that because it's the all-terrain. I think it's Wrangler all-terrains or something. So. No, and I don't mind the tires. I might take out the hub and put on newer, nicer looking ones, but. That's further down the list. The audio, and the paint are going to be different. Now I just got to figure out what paint color I want. Paint colors, getting a paint job is not that much.
You don't
Go for
like the
a
paint job?
hot pink color.
You mean like my shirt?
What pink?
You don't like the paint job?
No. In all honesty, I wouldn't mind it if it didn't like. When I was a youngin' in Boy Scouts, I had a jackass a Scoutmaster that drove a 2002 version of this, and I'm like, no, I like the vehicle. I'll paint it something else. Thank you.
What color is it?
Yeah,
Currently.
It's like that gold. It's the gold Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Oh.
I did not get fucking touched. You shut the fuck up.
What?
What?
I don't know. I didn't hear what you said, but I knew it was an insult, so I jumped to the most logical conclusion.
Hold on. What was the most logical conclusion?
No, well, because I mentioned it was the Scoutmaster, I thought you just would assume that I just got fucking touched by the guy. No, he was just a jackass
Wow,
because he was a
hold
bandit.
Hold on. So molestation is your most logical conclusion.
When it comes to insults about Boy Scouts, yes, it is. It's like talking about fucking priests. Oh,
I'm
hey,
sorry.
you're Catholic. Did you get? And you were an altar boy. Were you touched? Hey, you were in the Boy Scouts. Were you touched? No, I was too ugly.
I'm sorry, Danny. Do we need to have a conversation about something?
No one touches me. That's the problem.
Yeah. All
No,
right.
all I said was ice cream paint job, sir. That's all I said.
Oh, ice cream.
Danny, you realize we're live.
Ah, okay. Hi, Internet. I'm lonely.
We've been live for a while. We've been live since you were singing Top Gun.
Yeah, that's what I was told the first time I was live. I think I've been told 3 times now. Hey, jackass, you're live. I know. I'm not playing KSP. If I was playing KSP, I'd be like, hey, no cursing.
Dude,
And probably no talking about little people touching little boys.
That should just be an avoided topic altogether.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, I need to pull up the document, and I would like to get this going.
PJ's name is still in my family share.
This city. By the way, you guys should be listening to Proto Man. If you're not listening to Proto Man, you're doing something wrong.
Talking like Mega Man, Proto Man, or something else?
No, there's a band called Proto Man,
Oh.
and and they're like, let me see if I can't find this a synopsis for the band. Proto Man are an American rock band best known for their composing original concept albums loosely based on the popular video game series Mega Man. And
So
I'm
they
not that big fan of Mega Man, but I like this band.
So Danny, do you want to wait until we can get AJ and Jake to talk about the update of Division?
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Because we can do that another day.
We can try to get those guys in there and talk about it as a group again.
Plus, they're gonna start punishing people for doing the exploit for the incursion, apparently.
Incursion exploit, yeah.
And so I want to see how that falls out before we talk about, because I think that's a little bit better than going, we don't know what's about to happen.
Right.
I think it's a little bit better to go from there. Actually, what does the Reddit say about that, chat? Yeah, the incursion isn't fun. I completely agree. It's fucking horde mode.
Who said it was?
And
You need to speak up, PJ.
It's not a very good horde mode either.
I said,
hear Ryan
who said it
perfectly
wasn't fun?
Yeah, your mic is so fucked up.
No, now I'm having internet problems on my side.
No, that's PJ's side.
Oh, okay.
What's it doing? Is it doing that bullshit?
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
It's doing all the bullshit.
I hate this laptop.
It's okay. You know what though? I still love this game.
What about now?
It sounds a lot better. But I love this game. I really do. It's just that I think it might be time to take a maybe do the dailies and stuff like that, but not play it as much.
And that makes me really sad because I really like this game.
Oh no, I agree. No, but it needs to grow, and it has a lot of room to do it. Let them do it. I think this might mean like it's one of those things that don't be surprised if the next incursion's not too far off from this either, and then they'll come out in they'll come up with something new like operations or something. Oh no, well we can talk about this more, but to complete my thought is they'll come out with something like operations, which are like true raids, and they're going to be more complicated, and something, but I think they're going to be changing some of their attacks because of how the community's handling it. I mean, all it is fucking horde mode. That's
Yeah.
So
all
is it
it
like
is.
the Prison of Elders in what's in Destiny?
No, we're talking about
we
the
wouldn't
Division.
know
I
about
know.
that.
I'm
No,
saying, is it
he
like
said
the
it's
Prison of
like-
Elders?
None
I
of
didn't-
us here have played PoE.
Yeah, we none of us would know.
Oh, okay.
None of us made it that far.
I didn't make it
Um,
that far either. I just saw gameplay of it. A friend of mine was like obsessed with Destiny for a while.
We got a couple of those.
Was that friend's name Yoey?
No, that friend's name was Kyle.
Oh, okay. Is that your alternate handle?
Depending on who you ask.
Um,
How's
Yeah.
Japan?
but freaking, so are you like to the point where you're not gonna keep trying to beat that incursion?
No, I want to beat it. I think I need to take maybe I don't know. It's one of those things. I just took a few days. I want to try again tomorrow night. But Tuesday night I'm gonna be I'll be softball pitching. Not catching, PJ.
You
So
can-
calm down.
You have an arm. You can throw a ball 90 feet.
No. It's slow pitch, dude.
Okay. Well, one, he said softball. Two, it's
Well,
not
no,
90
it could
feet.
be fast pitch.
60.
It could
You're
be.
right, 60.
It could be. Again, it's beer league softball. It's hey, can you roughly get it like in this general direction? Yeah, I played cornhole. And then I'm gonna hit in front of the girl, which apparently, if I hit a single, it gets me a double. Dude, I'm not gonna be hitting the broadside of the bat. Dude, I can pick a lacrosse ball out of the middle of the air. I cannot hit the broadside.
Hold
of
on,
the
what'd you say? If you
I
hit
can
a single, it gets you a double?
Okay, so apparently the way that this league works, and I don't know how about this is, but apparently if you're hitting in front of the girl of the team, like because it's co-ed and all that, like you get a single, they automatically bump you over to second. I kind of looked at them and I was like, that really? And they go, that's weird.
Are you sure it's not if they walk you? Because if they walk you, then the girl automatically walks also, so you get a double.
Oh, that might be the setup then. Yes.
What? That makes no sense.
It's basically so they can't pitch. So in co-ed league games, they can't walk dudes and then pitch to girls.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Okay.
So that way, if you walk the guy, then the girl behind gets to walk also.
Yeah, the thing with the division though is like I never want to like at this point in time, I'm not even close to done. But at the same time, like I'm irritated with what they put out, and I feel like the group is starting to not want to play it as much.
Well, no, and I'm getting the inkling of there's going to be an update for Elite Dangerous. No, but it's one of those things. Like I get you've really been enjoying yourself, and you don't want to lose the group, and I understand that. It's just one of those things that I think that we need to keep the group close, but go, hey, yeah. Like I just took off the last 3 days, and I want to play a little bit this week, but I'm not going to be playing it like every night locked to my computer again.
Right. I've been thinking that I need to try to get you people to teach me how to play that Elite Dangerous shit.
Dude, I've made it exceedingly clear. Whoever asks, I'm happy to help teach that game. It's just it takes a lot to learn that game. But
Hopefully
once you
can do
learn
better
it,
than the game itself can. When I tried to do it, the game rerouted me to YouTube to teach me,
oh no, it does.
which I think is bullshit.
I don't. I think that's great.
It's like the Grimoire system in Destiny. Like you don't send someone outside the game to have something deal with the game.
Well, no. In this case, it's one of those. The Grimoire is never had really easy access, if I remember correctly. Like you had to dig to find that shit, and
No, it was easy
something-
access. You just had to go to a fucking other website, and
Yeah.
and that's where all the story is. This is just tutorials.
Yeah,
it's not story based.
The thing that everybody uses
it's-
anyways to figure shit out is going
Yeah.
to YouTube. They're like, well, why fight the system?
Yeah, it's basically like a guide,
Is it the 7?
and it's a lot easier than trying to build out a system.
But I mean,
Probably. I mean, I don't know, but
Danny,
I would
how
assume.
far ahead of you? How far into the game are you people? Like, are you like super overpowered?
Okay. Enough that we can power level you, to put it one more.
Okay. I might be willing to give that at least a go.
Are you playing on PC or on
Xbox.
or what?
I tried to get the group to move over to PC, because then I'd honestly go, okay, it's time to buy the it's time to buy the Oculus.
Right,
I
but
would get it on PC if I had a PC I could use, at any time. But the one that I have to use,
Well, you have an Xbox One, don't you?
yeah, I have an Xbox One and a PS4, so I
Then-
can play it on either. But
Yeah.
Nope.
The only problem is I really
Did it release on PS4 yet?
I think they have. No,
I know-
Elite Dangerous.
oh, I thought you were still talking about the Division.
No, we
No,
transitioned.
Elite Dangerous. Because I know it's
No, I
supposed to
don't
come out, but I don't think it's came out yet for
I don't
PS4.
think it has either.
Okay. Well, you just said I could play it on either. That's why I was like,
he was thinking about the Division.
I thought.
Well, yeah, we've come to that conclusion now.
okay.
4/17/16, so I'm on the right one. You know what bothers me?
What?
There you go. 4 different colors for the name of Lewis and the panelists.
Come
Right.
on, Nashville.
Oh, Lewis did that. He's Rainbow Pride.
You know what? You know what gets me?
What's
and I'm
that?
not going to stop him. And I'm talking to PJ about Ryan, and I'm okay with it. Is that I'm the jackass that kind of introduced Ryan to hockey, and yet
that's
he goes.
Not true. Not true. You didn't
Okay.
introduce me to hockey. You got me to the point where I was like, all right, maybe I should watch it more. But I've watched hockey throughout my life.
PJ, explain the face.
My roommate was actually, he used to be a goalie.
You're on the border, buddy. That's all I'm going to say.
So I get Ryan to watch more hockey with AJ helping on the side. And this jackass picks one of the rivals of the fucking Blackhawks, my team.
I didn't even know that they were a rival of your team. I chose them because they're from where I live.
Some of the time. Go be a Milwaukee Admirals fan, jackass.
Why?
Because that's Green Bay.
No, it's
Because
not
you're
Green Bay.
gonna
You
get
just
the
said it was
Green Bay.
Milwaukee.
Or the closest thing you're going to get to Green Bay.
You're a jackass and a half.
I know, I don't care.
Let's go Predators.
Who are the Predators? Is that Miami?
Nashville.
Nashville.
Nashville. Oh, okay.
Nashville hockey team.
Oh, okay.
Somehow, Nashville gets a team, but Halifax doesn't.
Well, one it's Halifax.
2, it's a Canadian sport.
I thought Halifax had a team, but maybe it's not hockey. Do they have a sports team? They have a sports team.
Oh, they have a minor league hockey team. I just think that they actually should get a major league.
But no, they have some major league sport team, I think.
Not that I know
No.
of. Not
If
that, not
if
that I
it
know
is,
of.
it's CB. It's Canadian football, eh?
Why have I heard of Halifax then?
It might be
I mean,
Goon.
it's-
Goon is set in Halifax half
Oh,
the time,
that's probably what it is then.
and that's a minor league hockey team.
I know, but I was trying to figure out why I've heard of Halifax. Like,
Halifax.
there's
Halifax.
no reason for me to have heard of Halifax.
I love that movie.
I mean, I've heard of Halifax, and I can't tell you where it's at, but I know I've heard that city name before.
Quebec needs to have a team before Nashville.
Well, Nashville already
Quebec had a team.
has.
they lost them.
Florida does not need a team, but they have one.
Tampa. Number one. They have two, and then
I was
you're
saying,
right.
I thought they
Absolutely
had
right.
two.
You're absolutely right. And two, Tampa Bay attendance shows that they deserve to have a team.
In California,
Miami, not so much.
California doesn't need two of them.
It's because Florida's so hot. They need something
No.
cold to get out of all that. damn
LA has two of them.
What?
LA has two teams.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
What's Anaheim County?
Yeah, I mean,
LA Ducks and Anaheim.
My apologies. The LA Angels play in Anaheim, right?
No,
Right? I
wait.
think they're called the LA Angels. I'm pretty sure they're called the LA Angels.
Hold on.
hold on, are the Ducks not a team anymore?
No, they're still a team. That's the team we're talking about right
That's the Anaheim
Okay.
Ducks, right? Or the
now.
LA.
Yeah.
Are they LA or Anaheim?
No, they're the Anaheim Ducks, and they play very close to the LA Angels.
So the LA Angels, that's a hockey team?
No, the baseball team.
Right.
So what I'm
But
saying is
L.A.
is that-
Kings.
No, the LA Kings actually play downtown.
I'm helping. You're confusing Ryan.
It's not that hard.
We know.
LA has the Anaheim Ducks and the LA Kings both.
Yes.
Yes.
And then they also have the San Jose Sharks.
Yes.
Yeah, San Jose. San Jose is a little further out, ain't it?
No, it is. It's
No,
Okay,
no, San Jose is
that's-
outside.
LA.
Two
That's
hours.
9 hours away.
Okay,
Bob,
yeah.
That's
closer
9
to
hours
Sacramento.
from
Closer to Sacramento is what I
Yeah.
meant.
LA. Right.
It's close, and it's San Jose is like is a city suburb of San Francisco / Oakland.
Correct. Which I'm surprised you know that, not
Um,
being in California before.
No, it's okay. The geography guy when it comes to like teams and going, isn't the Wrangler Stadium, Levi Wrangler Stadium in is it San Jose?
They don't call it the Wrangler Stadium. They call it Levi Stadium, but
I know. I was having fun with it.
It's in Santa Clara.
That's not that far away, isn't it?
From San Jose?
Yeah.
I would say it's probably
They're
an
both
hour.
they're both
hour
South
and a
Bay.
half.
They're both South Bay.
I would say it's probably an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, but wait. No, outside of San Francisco or outside from each other?
I was thinking from each other. From San Francisco, they're 40. Santa Clara is 40 minutes from San Francisco.
And San Jose is like an hour 15. So they're both south. They're both south. The South San Francisco city suburbs.
Let's see how far away San Jose and Santa Clara is. I want to
But
know.
basically, LA has two hockey teams. And Toronto should have two hockey teams before LA has two fucking hockey teams. Toronto being the most populous city in this great country of Canada. My second favorite country after the U.S. of fucking A. Kick down doors, bring in freedom.
So that's really weird. And
What?
You
I
say
didn't
that,
know
Danny, but
this.
you've never been to Japan.
But Santa Clara and San Jose are basically the exact same place.
That's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought.
I didn't know that. Yeah, that's what my Google Maps are telling me. It's like I tried to get directions from. I typed in Santa Clara to San Jose, and it tells me it's 3 feet from each other.
Like, take a step, motherfucker.
Were you like using the old Apple Maps? Because that's the only way I can see it fucking up that bad.
No, this is Google Maps.
All right, so if we do it this way, Levi Stadium to San Jose Sharks. Okay, no, that's not what I wanted.
God damn, this boss fight's longer than anything in Dark Souls.
God did nothing to you.
Sorry, PJ, I forgot.
Thank you.
Got you, motherfucker.
More acceptable, somehow. 13 minutes. 13-minute drive from Levi Stadium to SAP Center, where the Sharks play. It's a 13-minute drive. So basically,
Yeah,
that's the San
I
Francisco
thought it was a lot further
Sharks.
away. So
It's the San Francisco Sharks.
That's not bad. It's not. It's definitely not the San Francisco Sharks.
I want to point out again, 13-minute drive from the San Francisco 49ers. So make up your fucking mind. Either it's San Francisco or it's San Jose.
The Niners should not be San Francisco Niners anymore. They should be the Santa Clara 49ers.
Actually, again, I'm more about regions. Like, I think that the Chargers should move to LA and call themselves the South California Chargers. And then you just call, and then be like, you can all. So what I'm trying to say is, when you have multiple teams lining up to play in the same state, they should be more regionalized, either a city or and when you have two in the same city, then you have to do regions. But I don't know. Basically, it's weird. It's all naming, and like somehow the New England Patriots are the New England Patriots, but the Boston Bruins are not the New England Bruins. So it's all naming.
They're
all
Boston. They're the
The
Boston.
New York Jets are the New York Jets, even though they're from New Jersey.
They play in New Jersey.
Well,
Or, yeah,
then
that's what it is.
But also, New Jersey is like their stadium is like 5 minutes over the border of New Jersey and New York, if that.
By the way,
Guess what?
when you're born
Doesn't
in
matter.
Mexico,
It's the
when
state.
you're born in Mexico, that does not mean that you are American because you're 5 minutes away from the fucking border.
America. So Joey.
Yeah.
How is Ratchet and Clank?
It's a lot better than I was expecting it to be.
Really?
Sounds like the podcast already.
Hello and welcome to the Cleverly Named Podcast. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
No, we're not doing. No, not fucking happening. Not doing that bullshit again.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was okay last time, but now it's not.
No, because that annoyed the fuck out of me in editing. So fuck.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did it really?
Because
Yes.
some of us were trying to have fucking order,
'cause-
and some of us were trying to have
'cause-
chaos.
well,
Order,
'cause-
fucking chaos.
Well, because one is really, really, really pain in the ass time trying to find the fucking beginning of the fucking podcast.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go take a piss. I'll be right back.
Not what I wanted to happen. It's 12:19, but I'll have to fucking live with it.
I'm telling you.
No. I've been
Whatever.
bullshitting. No, I've been bullshitting. It's not you.
You don't care about
I-
your job no
yeah,
more
I-
anyway, so
yeah.
shut up.
Oh, I barely care about it. This is where the line of "I know I'm live and I'm shutting up now." No one watches this for my job. I have a very good feeling, but I'm still not fucking with it.
Yeah, I won't put. I'll fuck. Now I gotta just fucking edit this. Now I gotta delete everything.
Why?
I don't know, because I don't want to get you in trouble.
No.
I said-
No.
And I said that bullshit.
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
Tom or Danny, Tom says that your beard is glorious. He's in the chat, but he can't be on the podcast. Yeah, quit stroking it.
I like stroking it.
We know. We talked about the loneliness earlier.
Why you gotta be like that? Oh.
Hey, you brought it up.
Oh no. Ooh, I might just buy this and send this to my parents right now. Yeah.
All right, I don't even. Nope. Don't need to know.
Out of
My
context,
parents have been
that's-
my parents have been looking for a new router and modem.
Dude, if you were with T-Mobile, you could get one for free like I did.
I'm okay. Wait, who'd you get it from?
From T-Mobile. It's a fucking it's an Asus Nighthawk for free.
I think that's no. I have a Netgear. I have the Netgear equivalent of that. But I'm about to basically buy this and send this to my parents.
Or sorry, Net. I think you're right. I think Netgear
Yeah,
does.
that's what I was like. I was like Netgear. Yeah, I already bought one of those, and they're like $200.
Yeah, I mean that's a
Those are
yeah.
fucking nice. It's one of those things.
Yeah,
that
T-
I'm gonna put money into that and not worry about it.
Yeah, they give us they gave me one for free. Fucking love it.
Josh thinks I'm drunk, so that's that.
No, he's not drunk. He's just being his regular annoying self.
Is he even watching?
Yeah, he says it could just be lighting, but it looks like he is a little intoxicated.
Oh, no, your face is red as fuck. Your face is red like a strawberry. I miss Scrubs.
All right.
You know,
I think everybody misses Scrubs.
You don't know. You don't know.
Nashville's up 2-1 with 2 and 30 seconds left in the period.
I'm on season 3. I'm on season 3, Ryan.
Of Nashville already?
Yep.
PJ, what do you fucking expect?
What was the last thing that happened? Just so I know where you're at.
I'm only on like episode 3.
Yeah, but I don't remember what.
Well, all right. If anybody's is planning on watching Nashville, spoilers. Get the fuck out. Close your ears for I don't know a minute. All right, you good? Good? Everybody gone? Yeah, everybody gone. All right, cool.
3, 4,
The end of last
5,
episode.
6, 8,
Walked
9,
out on the cheerleader
10,
on
11,
the street. He said, "I need to stop thinking about you. Stop feeling for you."
What, Avery?
17.
Yeah, there we go. That's the name.
19,
So
22,
just say
So
yes or no. Has there been a car accident?
26, 27,
Not in a while.
30, 31,
Was there a major plot point that was behind a car accident?
35, 36,
You talking about
39,
40,
41, 42,
Deacon,
44,
What about Deacon?
45, 46,
Deacon, and
47,
Queen of
48,
Country?
Raina?
49,
Yeah, there we go.
50,
Then she was in a coma?
51,
Yes.
52,
Okay,
That
so
happened a while ago.
that's already happened.
54,
Yeah.
55,
Okay.
56,
At
57,
this point,
58, 59, 60.
Danny, stop being a
61.
jackass. We're gonna.
I'm counting for all the people to know that it's been a minute because they've been waiting to get through the spoiler time.
TJ has
If they're not listening to you, what is the counting doing?
is Rada and freaking.
They're not. They haven't hit shit.
No, I'm not asking. How do you know that that's gonna happen?
Cause I'm already there, dude.
What do you mean you're already there?
80, 81, 82, 83,
I am already.
Is
with-
Deacon sick?
87, 88,
What?
89,
All right, dude. You're saying too much. Shut up.
91, 93,
Is freaking Raina and her ex-husband
97,
separated? Yeah.
98,
Yes, that happens in like the first fucking 6 episodes.
100,
Really?
100,
Yeah.
I need to rewatch the series.
105,
I was like, fucking. What's her name's pregnant?
107, 108,
Oh, Hayden's pregnant.
Yeah, there you go.
Juliet is her name.
Yeah.
11,
Yeah.
12,
Okay.
13,
You're a lot further than I thought you were.
16,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm in season 3, so I only got fucking 1 season to go, basically.
120,
Yeah, but we're in the middle
Season,
of season 4, right?
yeah, I mean, a season and a half.
23,
Right.
24, 125,
Dude, I love the show. And the
It's
music,
good.
I know that the music doesn't vibe with you because you don't like country, but there's some really good country coming out of that show. Like
I
it's
mean, I don't dislike country. I just don't.
even this year. Well, it's probably worse because it's more singer-songwriter type country that's on the show.
Yeah.
But this season especially, like I went on iTunes the other day and was listening to some of the music that came out of this season.
See, my problem
And
is
this
Oh,
season
shit.
I keep
was
on
really
jumping from 130
K-
to
K-
150.
Casey said your face is red because you're embarrassed of what you're wearing.
of what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
The Packer hat or the plaid?
The hat you're wearing.
Actually, your plaid is rather clashing with your Packers hat. I just wanted to tell you.
He's
It's plaid.
he's a fucking cowboy. He's always wears plaid.
Well, I can wear something that clashes with the plaid better. Hold on.
It's a hat that says "fuck you." Actually, it
Packer.
doesn't clash as bad.
It's a camouflage Packer hat.
And who was that talking in the chat? Hi, chat.
Some dude
Casey.
named Casey.
Hi, Casey.
He's a consistent watcher of our live show.
Well, he is fucking awesome.
I know. We love Casey.
I concur.
Everything is awesome.
Fuck you.
He said boo to your hat.
2 thumbs up
What fucking
now.
sport is he a fan of?
The only thing
I'm-
that's worse than a Packers fan is
I'm pretty sure he's a football
Packers
fan. You're saying boo to Green Bay and that you're embarrassed to your Green Bay hat.
What?
I'm not
fucking-
sure.
Actually, no. Okay.
I'm not sure
okay.
what team he's a fan
Never-
of, but
never embarrassed of his Green Bay hat as much as he should be.
Casey's fucking awesome, but he's pissing me off right now. So
he's cussing out our only. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Oh,
Wait,
Tom's here.
Fucking America's team.
Oh, the Cowboys.
You're gonna get beat by the Ravens this year, there, buddy.
Who?
That should be at that game.
Oh, the Cowboys. Okay. The Cowboys have to come to Lambeau, and they're going to get their ass kicked because guess what? Dez didn't catch it, and he won't catch it this time either. Boom.
What? Chlamydia?
Humble. He will never be able to catch humble.
A humble bundle? A
No,
sale?
just humble.
What sale's
Being
going on?
humble. The concept of humility. Humility?
That is not a
Come up with
word.
a word? I think I
That
came
is
up with a
not-
word.
no,
The
that is
act
not
of
a
being
word.
humble. Humility.
Holy shit! He stole Ryan's line. He said America.
America.
And
This makes me sad, Panda.
He has one
It's,
too many R's.
and Tom said, "Welcome to the Clever Name Fashion Cast." All right, I'll be right back.
Off the fucking ground. Shut up, Ryan.
Oh, Danny, you're never going to get to work.
No, I'm just not gonna fall asleep until I'm actually at work. That's what I'm like. We're just gonna be bullshitting, and then all of a sudden I'm gonna look up and it's like, hey, why is there sunlight outside?
Everyone knows that work is the best place to take a nap.
God, if that was true, that'd be nice.
You don't even know how many times I've slept inside of a flight case.
Well, no one really does any work like sound engineering, right? I'll be back.
Danny, you're a jackass. And the worst part is you can't even hear me. You can't even hear me because you don't have your earbuds in, but you're a total jackass.
That was almost bad.
So, you like Ratchet and Clank?
Oh yeah. I
Is
didn't.
it-
I didn't play much of the original games, so this is
Oh,
pretty much my
okay.
first actual foray into the series.
Okay. Yeah, I'm wondering. See, I don't know. I feel like I might be semi burned out on Ratchet and Clank, but at the same time, I want to give this one a chance. because a lot of people have been liking it. But I
Why
don't.
you
I
burnt
don't
out
know.
because of the 50 million sequels they made?
Yeah, I mean, I've played it before, and like they don't make like basically the game is very very similar every time.
Yeah, I mean they don't really have to make many gameplay changes to it.
No, I mean the gameplay is really tight, but the problem is that they've made 500 of them at this point.
Yes, they have. Which that's the case with anything that gets like 50 million sequels, is it gets kind of stale.
Yeah.
But then again, that's not the case for me because I, didn't really play any of them.
Right. So you have that advantage to you.
The only one I ever actually played was Ratchet Deadlocked on the PS2, and that was only on a demo disc.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Casey, that's basically where I'm at right now, where I just can't justify purchasing it since it's been like very similar to the same game.
What I've heard though is it takes the best parts of like the later installments of Ratchet and Clank, like the PS3 ones, and it makes them add those into the storyline and gameplay of the first game.
Oh, that's
Now
cool.
I can't like make a definitive judgment on that because I haven't played the new ones. I want to now, seeing as how this one plays as well as it does, and it looks. I gotta say that this is one of the best looking games I've seen on this console.
Hmm. Have you played MLB The Show?
Yes, I have, but like for like a contemporary art style like this, not like a realistic thing. This is probably one of the best.
Hmm.
Kind of like how Wind Waker, kind of like how Legend of Zelda Wind Waker was one of the best looking games on the GameCube, and its art style
Because
still holds up great today.
MLB The Show is amazing.
Yeah, I know. The last one I played was 15, but I didn't really put much time into it because I put it in and it's like, hey, we're going to be updating the game for the next 2 hours, and I'm like, I'm not dealing with that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had 14, and then I got I skipped 15, but now I have 16, and I started a new road to the show. I'm a pitcher, and it's so much fun. MLB The Show is just so awesome.
Yeah, I don't really play sports games all that much, but the MLB games were always somewhat enjoyable to me.
Yeah, see, I'm like way too into sports games. Like I play a lot of Madden. I play a lot of like I don't even like baseball and basketball, but I play NBA 2K. But I just like I don't know why, but like the idea of a sports game just kind of clicks for me because it's like sports are just something that works for me.
Yeah, I have never ever been into sports.
Yeah.
Like the most sports game I'll play is Mario Baseball or Mario Tennis or something like that. Because if I want to watch sports, I can always just go, watch sports on the TV, which I don't. But I
Yeah,
could.
like the hockey game that's on right over here. That Nashville is kicking LA's ass.
Like I said, I know absolutely nothing about sports.
Yeah.
It's just not my forte.
Danny, are you back?
I can't tell. The screen's frozen. Oh, never mind.
I cannot hear it, Danny.
There we go.
There you are. So do you know who Nashville plays if we win the series?
Off the top of my head, no, because I'm pretty sure it goes highest to lowest. So it depends. And Nashville, I think, came in as a wild card. So.
Yeah, Nashville is a wild card along with Minnesota.
Oh, okay. Here.
Minnesota.
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 You don't do it well enough. Don't do it.
I do the Wisconsin one better.
I don't think I've ever heard a Wisconsin accent.
Yeah, it's They don't pronounce O's very well. They pronounce.
Oh, I'm
O's
sorry.
and
They'll
A's.
play the Ryan. They'll play the winner of LA or San Jose. I went
Oh,
and looked it
okay.
up. Yeah.
I was hoping that we would get to play them Blackhawks.
No. No.
Just
So
a heads
San
up-
Jose. San
a heads
Jose. I'm hoping San Jose beats the LA Kings at minimum.
Just as a heads up, in about an hour, I'm gonna have to head out for a minute, and then I'll be back if we're not done by then, which I'm pretty sure we won't be because we're never done by an hour.
We don't even start. How can we be done without starting?
I know.
All right, we ready to go?
Yeah.
You
How
hosted?
was, how was your cigarette?
It was good.
Good.
Or you want me to?
No. Well, number one, no, we're not doing that. I don't think we should do that.
Do what?
The division update. I think we should wait. Like
Yeah,
said,
I
think we
I
should
put that in as a question mark because I didn't know
wait. I understand. I understand.
if we wanted to do a
We can clear it
cast
up.
with Jake and AJ or if we wanted to do it with us. It makes more sense with Jake and AJ because then it wouldn't just be the two of us talking.
No, I understand, and I think we should do that at a later date.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, Jake had actually asked me the other day when we were doing another division-centric cast, so I think he wants to do that.
Well, we'll sit as a group and talk about the potential of an actual, like how we would do this if we're going to keep on doing it.
Okay.
No, I just think we should organize a little bit on it. But I agree with you. I like it.
Okay.
All right, on my count, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hello and welcome to the Cleverly Named Podcast. We are everyday gamers from around the country that get together.
Stop.
Okay, yeah, the waving. Fuck the waving.
No, who's fucking TV?
Oh, sorry.
How long has he been doing this?
Yeah, I'm like, I was sitting there, I was trying to listen through you, and I'm like, do I still hear a TV or did it go away? And I'm like, no, there's still fucking TV. Stop. All right, go ahead. Go again.
3, 2. Hello and welcome to the Cleverly Named Podcast. We're everyday gamers from across the country that get together to talk about the past week in gaming and what we find interesting. I'm Danny. I'm this week's host. Join me today is Ryan,
Howdy.
PJ,
What up, though?
and say Dore arigato, Mr. Roboto, to our Japanese friend Joey, who's not Japanese.
All right. What's up?
No, if you're gonna
Holy
do that,
fuck.
if you're gonna do that,
Holy fuck.
I missed it. I don't know what fucking happened, but I missed it.
Holy
Shit,
fuck.
Ryan did something stupid live on internet
No,
TV.
No, it wasn't Ryan. It was Joey. Did you just pull it dazed and confused on me?
Oh, okay.
Are you even older? Do you even know what that is?
No, if you're gonna do it, you got to do. All right. You know what the best thing about high school girls is?
I get older. They stay the same age.
Someone's watched that movie recently. By the way, I
Nope,
think the
I
only
just
favorite
know that
part is
movie
when
by heart.
people get slapped on the butt. Anyways,
Yeah, that fell flat.
we'll start with our Japanese Matthew McConaughey. Joey, how are you doing?
I'm good.
All right. Would you be doing all right?
Yes, I would. No. I'm doing all right. Just been playing a lot of Ratchet and Clank after I beat Dark Souls 2. That's pretty.
Aren't
much
we
it.
on 3?
Yeah, I wanted to finish 2 because I had already started it before 3 came out, but I wanted to finish 2 before I got into 3.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. That does make sense.
Yeah, especially since I was over halfway through 2 by the time 3 came out.
All right.
Fuck Dark Souls.
All right, Senor Giggly, how are you doing?
Have I seen your giggly?
Because PJ's the constant source of giggling in this group.
Yeah, I giggle all the time.
Like a goddamn schoolgirl.
Ryan!
God did nothing to you.
What?
He said how the fuck.
No. We've moved on. He's had his chance. We're moving on. PJ,
What?
how have you been
said
doing?
PJ was the source of giggling. I thought you were serious.
Do you need a sarcasm sign, buddy?
Yeah,
I can make one.
I do.
we're gonna get you the Sheldon Cooper sarcasm sign.
Please.
We'll come back to you later. PJ, how you been doing, buddy?
No, you won't.
I've been doing wonderful. Just got back from Nashville today. Went down there, and Ryan's an asshole and was out of town for some reason. Again, every time I go to Nashville to see him, he just doesn't feel like being there. He goes out of town. He goes out of town just to avoid me.
A month ago.
It's like he feels a disturbance in the force and just has to leave.
Yeah, exactly. He knows I'm on the way.
And I had a gig. I had a gig I booked a month ago. That is not my fault.
By the way, PJ's ego doesn't need any more boosting by me called the disturbance in the force.
But no, yeah, like I said, we went down there. We dropped the kitty off. We were gonna go down there and party, and then by the time we got down there, the wife had got sunburnt the other day from sitting outside. The first real nice day of the year, and so by the time we got down there, her sunburn was hurting too much, and she was tired, so we ended up just getting a hotel room and going to sleep.
Hey, well,
Good job, PJ. Good job.
Yeah.
Waffle House. Waffle House is top notch.
Yeah, we did. We did get some Waffle House, and I don't know how they make their eggs, their scrambled eggs with cheese, so gooey and wonderful. It's fucking fantastic.
I can tell you.
No, I mean I've watched them make.
Cocaine.
They put pancake batter in their egg mix.
Dude, I've watched them make it. And I've tried to make it at home. I can't.
Have you tried the pancake batter in their egg mix?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it just doesn't come. It
PJ,
never comes.
PJ,
never comes
are
out the
you
same.
sure? Did you try it?
Yes, I'm positive. But other than that, as far as gaming goes, the only thing I've been doing is Quantum Break, and I got through the game pretty fast until the very end. I don't even think it took me. Honestly, I don't even think it took me that long. I think it was a little less than that, probably 6 to 7.
It tells me that I was in the game for 9.5, and that includes the TV.
Yeah, I mean, I think my counter's like up to 20, but my counters are always way off because I leave my game sitting a lot with my household.
Hours earlier today. You were streaming for hours, and it wasn't even streaming.
Yeah, I thought usually if you pause it, because like I paused it to go upstairs for a second, and then I got delayed and didn't come back down for a long ass time. But usually if it sits in that pause mode for like a certain amount of time or whatever, usually it just turns the stream off. And
Yeah.
I came back down and the stream was still going. I was like, all right, that's cool. So anybody here watching has been looking at a green screen with headphones on it, or whatever the hell, a dog, or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
But
It's the paperclip guy.
I really enjoyed that game up until the point I'm at right now. I am trying to beat this final boss, and I want to break a fucking controller.
You're just not good enough, bro.
Dude, maybe I'm not. I don't have a fucking clue. Like I said, this is the worst boss I've faced in I don't even know how long. Like this thing is fucking annoying the shit out of me, and I cannot beat it. I'm pretty sure I'm close to triple digit attempts on this boss, and he's pissing me the fuck off. I understand the mechanics and I understand what I need to do, but there's so many times that I just randomly. I mean, I've been getting further into the boss fight, so I'm getting closer. But it's like then sometimes I just randomly die for like no reason.
This
like,
is just the boss fight that like you got to kill the people and then there's an explosion. You got to kill the people and then there's an explosion, right?
Yeah, exactly. Then there's 3 explosions. Yeah.
So, but you know that after every person you kill, there's a mini explosion, right?
No, that's not how it works.
Yeah, it's definitely how it works.
No, that's not how it works.
After some of the people you kill, there's a mini explosion off their body.
No, that's not where the explosion comes from. The explosion, that time bomb comes from Paul, and it's targeted at you. It has nothing to do with the enemies you kill.
But there's 3 explosions and then there's mini explosions. Are you telling me the mini explosions are also from Paul?
Yes.
Fuck Paul.
Yeah, Paul's a bitch.
All right.
Yeah, fuck that dude.
All right.
But yeah, and that's why I said, and it's like sometimes, I mean, there have been plenty of times where I've died legitimately, but
So
then,
you
but then
can't
there,
use your speed dash to like get out of the area before like you're fucked.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, there have been times where I've used my speed dash to get out of there, because it's an AOE effect,
Right.
or an attack, and there have been times where I've been out of that radius, and I'll still be standing up, like just completely standing up, and it'll just go to the end screen like I died, and just reset, and I'm
That's
like,
not good.
I'm still standing up. I was out of the area of effect. How am I dying? I don't fucking understand. I don't understand it. It's pissed me off. I threw a controller, but I threw it on a couch and did not break a controller. But I was real fucking close to throwing it on the ground and just destroying a fucking controller.
If this is
It's
how you're handling
piss-
this boss, I'd love to see how you handle a Dark Souls or Bloodborne boss.
I mean, Bloodborne, I'm still gonna give a try. I haven't picked it up yet. I'm waiting for that to until I see a good sale on it, a nice digital sale on it. And I because I do want to give it a shot. Now the Dark Souls games, I haven't played 3 yet, obviously, but I did play 1, and I know I played a little bit of 2 at one point in time, and they're both they're too slow. The combat is just too slow. I can't deal with it. And
3 is a hell of a lot faster than 1 and 2 was. I'll
yeah,
tell you
that's
that
what,
much.
and that's what I've heard. So I mean, maybe 3 might be a good entering point for me, but I'm not gonna pay $60 for a chance. That's not gonna happen. So if it goes free, or maybe if I get a Redbox rental or something, Redbox game rental, maybe I'll go pick it up and try it for a day and see what the hell happens. Because I mean, I would like to be in the conversation with as much as everybody talks about the game, but it's like 1, I can't do it. Like 1 was terrible. Like we got it on Free Games with Gold, for the 360, and I tried to play it for I don't know several hours, and it was just it takes too long to beat guys, and I don't know if because I know you got to do builds and all that type of shit, and I ain't never look up any information on that because I don't want to have to do that when I'm playing a game. I mean, I understand that's part of some games, but it's just not what I want to do with my time. So,
To be honest, with your
Maybe.
first run through of Dark Souls, I wouldn't look anything up unless you're like absolutely stuck on a boss and you need like strategies. I wouldn't look. My first playthrough of Dark Souls 2, I didn't look anything up except for I got stuck on 1 or 2 bosses and I had to look up strategies how to beat them.
yeah, like I
Other
said,
than
so.
that, I just did a blind run.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I mean, Dark Souls, I'll definitely go, or Bloodborne, I'll definitely give it a shot because everybody raved about that, and it's definitely a much more different, the furthest step away from the standard Dark Souls type of gameplay and all that type of good stuff. So I will give that a shot. But as far as this Quantum Break game shit goes, like I don't know, I may never beat this fucking game. I don't know.
You just need to skate better.
Yeah, apparently I need to skate better. I don't know what that means, but
You don't know what that means?
no.
You haven't seen the movie?
I'm not sure which movie you're talking about.
I don't even know what movie, but I remember the quote. It's so this dude, like, he's in a skating competition or something, and like
Brink?
he keeps on actually I think that's it. And like
Yes, I caught it.
yeah, you're right. So he keeps on failing, and then like his brother or his cousin or his friend.
Yeah, I know the movie.
Like,
I remember. That's why I was like,
you just need to skate better. That's all you gotta do. You gotta skate better. And
My
then he
mind
fucking
instantly
wins.
jumped to that Will Ferrell ice skating movie.
Thank you. You're not the only one.
oh, there we go.
Blades of Glory.
There we go. Blaze of Glory.
I don't know why I kept thinking semi-pro. That's the basketball one.
Yeah, that's basketball. Dumb Will Ferrell.
Anyways, now that we're out of that hole, Ryan, look at me. I'm talking to you.
Hi.
How was your week, buddy?
My week was really good. I I've been watching hockey more because you and AJ keep on yelling at me about hockey and Rangers and Blackhawks and like, holy shit, they're about to win. There's a power play going on, and I'm like, all right, I better pick a team. So now I have now I got a Predators, and the Predators are gonna whoop all y'all's ass. I gotta buy a Predators hat. Like I don't even know if that's a thing, but I gotta buy a Predators hat.
Of course it's a thing.
When I lived in Tennessee.
They're fucking Harry Potter hats. Of course there's a fucking Predators hat.
So I gotta go buy a Predators hat because they're about to beat Anaheim's ass.
Just go to any gift shop in Nashville and you'll find a Predators hat.
No, but I want to legit. I don't buy cheap hats.
I fucking hate this conversation.
Because I remember when I lived in Tennessee, every single time we would go into Nashville and we'd see like those gift shops, there'd be Predators hats here, there, on the wall over there, on that street sign. They were everywhere.
I have a ginormous head, so I cannot buy a hat from a gift shop and assume that it'll fit.
Amazon.
Yeah,
it sounds like Amazon is the answer for big-headed people.
Right. So I'm gonna be
8 1/4. That's what I buy.
Yeah, you have a bigger head than me. Congratulations.
It's because I'm smarter than you.
Yeah, probably. You're a lot smarter than me. So I mean, not only by a fourth, you're a lot smarter than me.
I like this conversation a lot better now.
All right, that's all I gotta say.
I've stopped liking this conversation again.
I've been playing.
Yeah, but who's always right?
Even though you didn't ask me, I've been playing MLB The Show.
That's part of the how you.
I've been playing Madden.
Shut up.
And I've been playing The Division. Because The Division is the best game out on Xbox One right now.
Debatable, but whatever.
Oh no, Massive's not doing the best job at trying to make them be.
You're right.
Games.
Massive has been fucking up. The update, like the incursion, basically sucks. Like it doesn't, but it basically does.
It doesn't, but it basically does.
I was about to say that sentence makes no sense.
It did not. No, and I think what Ryan's trying to say is that it's fun, but it did not reach expectations.
It could have been so much better because, like, the way they explained it to be a raid, and this is horde mode.
I don't think they've. I like to fill in. I don't think they meant a full raid, but it's a lot less complicated than I think that they were explaining it.
It is. All right, you have one encounter, then you get to a giant room. Then when you get to this giant room, there's 15 waves.
It's horde mode.
And every 4 waves, you have to plant a bomb. The exact same way. It's not a different way to plant a bomb. It's the exact same way.
Is it as good a horde mode as Gears of War had?
No, hell no.
Mostly because
Gears of War has a great horde mode. I love their
Gears
horde mode.
perfected the horde mode.
Yeah, because in their horde mode you can.
I don't like this conversation.
It's a circle jerk.
Gears of War has a fantastic horde mode. They perfected horde mode.
See, now you're repeating it without giving an explanation.
Okay, so the way that Gears of War perfected horde mode. I have a multi-stance way of explaining this. Number 1, there are forms of defense. You can plant turrets. You can plant call traps. There's lines of defense. So that's number 1. Number 2 is that every wave is different every single time. There's a different group of enemies every single time, which is what Massive said the Division was going to do, and it's not. We know where the enemies are going to come out of. We know what door they're going to come out of. We know what type of enemy they're going to be. We know.
True.
So those 2 ways alone make it much better.
No, I'm not saying that it's not much better than the Division. I just keep on hearing why it's the best.
Talking about Gears Horde or Division?
Here's another reason. I haven't played a better horde mode. If you know of one, tell me.
I mean, Firefight's up there, but it's not.
Titanfall's horde mode.
Does Titanfall?
Titanfall's horde mode was pretty good. But
I
Yeah.
don't remember Titanfall having a horde mode. It got added in later.
It got updated in
Yes,
later.
it got
Oh.
it got added in later.
I
It wasn't at launch.
PJ, you're an asshole. End of story.
thought this was a snap.
I just want to refer back to the statement I said earlier. Who's always right? Thank you. On to the next
Wait,
one.
I thought that was entailing that I was always right. Which is not
See,
true
this is
whatsoever.
where we get mixed
Yeah,
up.
that's not true. Yeah, that's not true.
Yeah. I was just like, oh, this is nice. It's not true, but it's nice.
So, Danny, have you been doing anything besides your usual for the last 4 weeks? Nothing but the division?
A little bit of Madden. I got pulled into franchise mode and learning that, and that's fun. Beyond that, though, it's been mostly the division. I'm getting the itch to play Elite Dangerous again. Plus, I'm really hoping that Homefront: The Revolution isn't as bad as everybody said it was in the beta.
The beta was bad.
Because
Oh, dude, don't buy that at launch.
I
Do
know,
not
I know, I want
My question
Do not-
my
Do not
question
pre-order
is,
that. Do
what
not
is
pre-order that game.
the patriotic strings in me.
my
I must
point
defend
is,
them.
what is the point of Homefront when you have the division? That is my question.
They're two different games, though, pretty much. Like, Division is meant to be online, but I don't think Homefront is.
No,
Oh,
Homefront
is
is
it?
definitely meant to be online.
Yeah. Two, well, it's a different game because there's a lot more sabotage, which is not in the division. It would be another thing would be playing a game from the beginning again, where the division you're steeped into the deep end. I will say this: it's more like Borderlands, where you actually have a complete storyline from everything I understand it, and then there is team deathmatch and other things like that, where the deep end of the game of the division is the dark zone, and it is a lot more MMO. At least from everything I understand about it so far. It's supposed to be you're supposed to play with friends in Homefront, but there's a middle, a beginning, and an end, and like that's the end of the game. Where the division's like, all right, here's the open world and the dark zone. Go have fun now.
Okay.
My issue with Homefront is they had such a
God,
big
your
thing-
forehead looks amazing, Joey.
Thank you. I believe you pointed this out last time. No, but
You audio listeners, enjoy the forehead.
Wow.
if you want the full amazingness of my forehead, you have to look at the video version. No, but
On youtube.com/CleverNameGames.
yes. My main issue with Homefront is like the first game got everything so well, and then they had that
3
issue where
hours later.
I mean,
It was short.
it was.
Casey
but
keeps on telling us the GameFly things. Just throwing that out there.
Huh?
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Casey keeps on saying GameFly.
See, I don't have that option here, so I don't even have the Redbox option. I can't rent games here, so I kind of have.
There's
to
no GameFly in Japan?
Not that I know of.
Japan land?
Oh my god.
Anyway, they set up a good thing with Homefront 1, and then Homefront: The Revolution just feels different from what I played. It does not have the same feel and tone as Homefront 1 did, and that's my main issue with it.
Hold on, what did
I
you
didn't get
play?
to play it. I think I was in Italy for it.
I think so.
Hold on, you played the beta?
Yeah, I played the beta.
And that's what you're basing your feelings on?
Just roughly so far, yeah. I know that it's not indicative of the final product, but
I couldn't even get a feel for the game because there's so much trash. Like that was. I mean, I know it's a beta, and betas. I mean,
Kind of supposed to be that way.
I mean, that's how true betas are supposed to be, but that's not how betas that get released nowadays are.
That makes sense. That makes
but-
sense.
But that actually felt like a beta.
Yeah.
I mean, it was. That's the worst thing I've played. Like, just the lag and I mean, just so much. The resolution was shit. I mean, the game looked like shit. It played like shit. The movement was
like I
terrible.
said,
The shooting was terrible.
if
This
that
makes
is
me
indicative
sad.
of the final product, then
Yeah,
I'm not
like I said,
sure.
I would absolutely do not approve of that game. Like, wait for reviews. If you got a Redbox near you, go fucking rent the disc first before you spend your money on it. Like, do not buy that game at launch. Wait,
This makes me
see what the fuck happens
sad.
with it. Like, I was looking forward to it too. I kind of wanted to, but then that beta was just, I guess, not that far from launch. It was only like a month and a half ago, something like that.
I think it was like
February?
mid-February.
2 months ago, tops, at the absolute tops. And it's just not. I don't know if they can make the change that they needed to make to fix that game in time.
Very true.
So, anybody planning on getting that, like I said, I'd definitely wait for reviews or rent it first.
Gamefly.
Jump, yeah, GameFly or Redbox or however you want to do it. GameFly's right, or Redbox is right down the street from me. All around the streets from me. GameFly takes forever to get here. I can't do GameFly.
So that's how I've been doing now that PJ's done talking.
Sorry. We have a
Moving right
podcast.
along.
We're supposed to talk.
All right,
Sorry.
Ryan. It's time for you to step up. Ryan, what are this week's releases?
I don't even have the doc up.
I do have the doc up.
Okay. Number
This
12.
Release. Oh, Axiom Verge is coming to Vita. That's cool.
Thank
It's
God.
happening
Finally.
That's
I've been waiting to play that because I knew it was coming to Vita. I've been holding it off.
I need to buy Vita, but I probably won't.
You're a bit late to Vita Island, though, friend.
I'm too late for Vita Island. I'm not allowed to get on Vita Island. Call Moriarty says fuck off.
See, he can't
Yeah,
kick
I'm
me
not.
off. I've had a Vita since launch.
Guys, this is not like kind of funny fan cast. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're a really big jackass, and
I
then
know.
sometimes you're a really nice guy. So,
I
like,
know.
sometimes we need to find a happy medium, and right now, it's just not working.
Fuck off. Move on.
Next.
Also on April 19th, Blues and Bullets is coming for the PS4. Now, what I'm assuming, just by the title of this game, I'm assuming that you are going to play the bass guitar, and out of the top of your bass guitar,
Oh God.
bullets are going to come out. So as
Hold
you are playing the bass guitar,
Damn, what's the name of
come
the
out
movie?
of the top, and it fucking shoots your face off.
Danny, what's the name of the movie? Mariachi Band.
Once Upon a Time in
Banderas.
Mexico.
Yeah, that one works too. But I was thinking about Antonio Banderas. I think he ended up being in Once Upon a Time in Mexico, but there was a movie before that.
All right, here's the actual plot. Elliot Ness is the agent who jailed gangster Al Capone. And in this new episodic game, Elliot Ness is a retired cop who runs a diner called Blues and Bullets. One day, someone tells him that Al Capone needs his help to find his kidnapped granddaughter. His former nemesis is the only man he can trust to get her.
That actually sounds decent.
I want to. Oh my.
I might play it.
He literally steps on the fucking line. He steps on the fucking line. Dude, I hate you so much. I wasn't done. Get her. Hey.
Oh, good God!
Uh,
And apparently it's episodic.
I
So
think I
on-
broke Danny.
on April 19th, the Collider 2 is coming for PC.
I'd never heard of the Collider 1.
So apparently what the Collider is you have a semi-truck and you have a tow truck. And the tow truck runs into the side of a gas truck. And it blows up as it collides. Now, the
Okay.
reason that you haven't heard of Collider 1 is because after they ran into each other, it exploded, and the game never released. Because it blew up.
See, you had me until the last fucking minute.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, okay, all right. By the way, Ryan, I love this. Keep it up, but maybe not for everyone because of the time. It's a long list. I do like what you're doing, though. And no,
Also-
wait. Now we actually got to find what the fuck this is about. Collider 2 for PC. The Collider 2 is a fast-paced, reflex-primed galactic speeder that puts players into the pilot seat of humanity's last push for survival. With a fleet of high-tech starfighters at your disposal, take on a series of near-suicidal missions to destroy the alien invaders threatening your home world.
So you're
Fly
telling me I
into
was
the
close.
very depths of the enemy command ship and take it out from within.
You know, that sounds a lot cooler than a semi ramming into a gas truck.
Well, okay, number one, burnout. So no, you're wrong.
Yeah.
And two, all right, Ryan, keep on moving on.
April 19th also is going to bring the Ice Lakes for PC. I don't know what that is, but Danny told me I can't make fun of every title.
No,
So
we don't have time. I do like what you're doing, but we don't have time for you to
also on April 19th for the PS4, Invisible Ink. All right. The PC is also going to have April 19th. Is Defense. IS Defense? Whatever. Also on April 19th for the PS4, there is going to be something called Koi. I'm guessing that's the fish in the pond.
Damn it.
April 19th for the 3DS. I didn't know anybody owned a 3DS anymore. Oh, Joey, of course, has the 3DS.
Stop stalling and say the damn words.
This one's really hard. Langrisser? RE, maybe? I don't know if it's supposed to be a pronounced word or if it's just letters, but Reincarnation Tensei.
Okay, I think it's supposed to be Lassinger Reincarnation Tenchi.
Tenchi.
Anybody else?
I don't know how you got Lassinger out of that first word, but
Okay, that's fair.
I said Langrisser.
Langrisser is closer than Lassinger, at least reading it.
Well, it's some weird Japanese game because if Tenchi's at the back of it, which I think is, and Joey, correct me if I'm wrong, Tenchi is angel in Japanese.
He doesn't speak.
Joey's gone. All right, Ryan.
Yeah, I don't speak Japanese. Sorry. I know I was trying to pull up the doc, but I
Well,
can't
step
seem
up
to
your
find it.
game.
I've been here 4 years and I haven't learned. It's probably not going to happen.
Loud on Planet X for PS4, PC, and Mac, April 19th, which I don't know why anybody would make a game for Mac, but alright. Melty Blood Actress, again, current code. Why the fuck do people make that long of a game title?
Only the best title ever.
Titles are supposed to be short and concise.
Guessing you haven't heard of that Japanese.
Concise? What is concise?
Oh, buddy.
Guessing you haven't heard of that Japanese house got like 27 words in the title.
So that's coming out for the PC. There's also this thing called Pang Adventures for the PS4. And then there's Masquerade, the Baubles of Doom for the Xbox One, PS4, 360, PS3, PC on April 20th. Oh, we're on to a new day. That's fun. Also on April 20th, there's a thing called Mega Magic for the PC. So that's like really big magic and shit. There's a thing called Pollen, but it's also an acronym. So it might
Sequel
not
to
actually,
Flower.
it might. I'm thinking that the prequel to Pollen is Bees. Actually, no, it would be the sequel to Pollen. So the first game was Flower, and then Pollen, and then Bees. It's a series. You gotta understand.
No, it's all part of the B-movie cinematic universe.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's also rather punny of you.
This is coming to the PC and the Oculus Rift.
All right, Pollen is a first-person sci-fi mystery exploration video game. Jesus Christ! In a development by Finnish company Minefield Games for Windows, Microsoft, what? Microsoft Windows and PlayStation 4. Pollen will be playable on both the regular monitors and Oculus Rift, HTC Vive virtual reality headsets. The game takes place in an alternate timeline of humanity's history on a research base called Station M, found on Saturn's largest moon, Titan. The gameplay centers around a semi-linear first-person exploration, allowing the player to discover the story through puzzles and interacting with objects around them. And it does have in Pollen, the player assumes the role of a Rama Industries employee who is sent to Titan to replace a missing crew found on Station M. Just before entering the base, the player loses all contact with the research team and must enter the station in search of answers.
Sounds like Dead Space.
And it does have something to do with bees because literally the icon for the game is hexagon. I think it's a hexagon.
Like honeycomb.
Yeah, like a honeycomb with a bee in the middle of it. I didn't even think of that. Nice job. All right, Ryan, keep moving forward.
So after Pollen, on April 21st, which is the day after April 20th, a game will be coming out called Battlefleet Gothic Armada. Now, I believe that this is a game from that PR development website that we're part of, which is called Evolve. I believe I believe Evolve is representing this game. And then after that, Eternal.
Hey, I think I've heard of that game before. Why have I heard that? The PR group. I'm gonna say that.
That's exactly what went through my head. Then Eternal Destiny is coming out for the PC on April 21st. And then Rogue Stormers for April 21st on the PC. All these are PC games. Then
They get these titles.
Then there's going to be this thing called Lumo. It's like sumo, but like lethargic sumo wrestlers.
All right. Keep talking. I'll find it.
For the lethargic sumo wrestlers are going to be coming out on Xbox One, PS4, Vita, PC, Mac, and Linux on April 22nd, which is the day after April 21st.
I like how, like, when I tell you I'll find it, you go, "Oh, I'll speed up."
I added more words in there.
Alright.
Lumo is a highly addictive arcade game where your goal is to connect, chain, and pop same colored circles while... And then it cuts off.
Echo.
Yeah.
Echo.
I wasn't the only one hearing that, right?
No, you're not.
Right. That's not bad. I'll set the show. I don't want to fuck it up.
All right, Ryan, finish it out.
So apparently on April 22nd, the Wii U is getting 2 games, not 1 but 2, and they're both basically the exact same thing. I don't understand why there's 2 games. Maybe Joey can explain it because he likes Wii things and Nintendo and shit. But there is a Star Fox Guard and a Star Fox Zero.
Easy explanation. Star Fox Guard is being released. The first release Star Fox games are getting Star Fox Zero and Star Fox Guard at the same time. Star Fox Guard is basically Five Nights at Star Fox. So there's like a bunch of different monitors you can see at the bottom screen, and it's like tower defense meets monitor gameplay.
What does that even mean?
Releasing it alongside Star Fox Zero.
So you just said Five Nights at Star Fox.
Yes.
Were you trying to blend Five Nights at Freddy's?
I mean, what other franchise do you know that has Five Nights in it? But yes.
So it's going to be a scary Star Fox game.
I wish.
Oh.
But I mean, the gameplay hook is similar.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so it's getting Star Fox is releasing 2 games on the same day.
Yes.
Because they don't have enough competition on their own. Awesome. Nintendo wants to murder their own games. That's awesome.
What's even worse is Star Fox Guard is not focusing on Fox and all them. It's gonna focus on, Slippy the Toad, the most hated Star Fox character.
Why wouldn't they release this game 6 months after the actual game.
I guess they're trying to give people an incentive to buy this game when it first comes out. So like, hey, you can buy this game and you
Oh,
get this
you
other
get it
game
for
for free.
free.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize you got it for free.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
they're gonna do that for the first like year or so of Star Fox's release, and then after that it's also gonna be released on the eShop for like $10-15, something like that,
Huh.
for people who want to buy it separately.
So it's a mini game.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. Star Fox.
All right, thank you, Ryan. Moving on to lightning news. We've got to rename that.
We've been saying that for months.
Yes, and PJ still hasn't done it. So Remedy Games tweeted out, Quantum Break is now the best-selling new Microsoft Studios IP this generation. Does that include now? One of the things I saw about that was, does that include 343's Halo 5?
No.
It said new IP.
It says new IP.
Oh, it does. You're absolutely right. My apologies, I missed that. New Microsoft Studios IP. That's what it caught me.
So I'm guessing, so that means exclusive new IPs. So
So Sunset
don't have
Overdrive
much else.
is basically the only other game.
pretty much.
Can you name any others?
No, I think you're right. I think they were very specific to say, hey, this is the best-selling new Microsoft. like focusing it in even more. Oh, hey, there's only two.
They should have just tweeted out, hey, we beat Sunset Overdrive instead.
No, they would never do that because they would throw them under the bus.
Yeah, I know. It was a joke, buddy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Next time, make it funny. So, but at the same time, they're also.
Wait a minute. Sorry, I hate to interrupt you, but PJ is not talking, but he did name 4 other IPs. Rise, Dead Rising, which that's not
a new IP.
That's not a new IP. So Rise is the only one, and then Ori. So Ori.
Both of which were on PC.
Oh.
No, so it's
but it
Quantum
doesn't
Break,
say Xbox.
which
It doesn't
actually-
say Xbox. It says Microsoft.
Yeah, which brings us to our next one, which is that Quantum Break. They've also acknowledged. So the group making Quantum Break has acknowledged that there's been several serious issues players have reported in its PC edition since the game's launch on April 5th. So
That sucks.
that sucks. There's frame rate stuttering, and Remedy, who makes Quantum Break, attributes it to a major rounding error introduced into our refreshed rates predictions on shipping. Of course, and they're going to be working on it as fast as possible. Drive Club developer Evolution Studios is now part of Codemaster Studios.
Never heard of Codemaster Studios.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that one of those cheat websites?
The CD keys.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Is that like an exclusive Sony team, or is that like a? Well, I guess Danny's pulling up.
Yep, I'm pulling up 2 things right now, but I can look.
Well,
yes, Codemasters. Codemasters Birmingham, or Codemasters, is a British video game developer and publisher founded by David Darling and his brother Richard in 1986.
Well, I'm glad that the Evolution team got, I don't know if it's a whole team or just a few guys, but I'm glad they got, new employment after the shuttering of Evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in all honesty, I think Drive Club should have been something bigger, but it got screwed by their own development and then and Sony. So because they tried to push that game out, they mishandled that across the board.
Yeah.
Actually, I saw a GIF of the game and its weather effects, and it was actually stunning. It looked beautiful. They just mismanaged it.
Yeah, the game itself I've heard is very good. It's just the way they handled it pre-release.
No, I've tried the game. The car does not handle very well.
By comparison to what game?
Forza.
Which one? Just to be clear.
Literally either of them.
Okay. No, because you do have two different type of racing game.
One's
You have an
more
arcade and you have
one's more of the simulation. Yeah, but the car handles terribly compared to either.
But that
No, I
leather
understand
looks
that.
good, don't it?
So next up is a yawn. Being that it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Yep. Microsoft has announced the times for their press conference and date. They will be going on Monday, June 13th at 9:30 Pacific time, so 12:30 East Coast time, which is about, normal. So they're apparently also that might come up at the conference that there might be more Xbox Ones on the way.
I mean, like newer versions, or just they're making more?
That's the thing I'm looking up right now.
Because if it's a newer version, it would be kind of be going. Didn't Phil Spencer say that they weren't going to do like a Xbox 1.5 or whatever?
Yeah, he made serious mention that they're not interested in doing that. But here's the thing about industry is that everything could be said to be true, or everything could be a smokescreen. So.
I mean, doing that right after the leaks of the PS4.5 would kind of just seem like they're like, hey, Sony's doing this, let's do that as well. To try to, be on par, I guess.
Well, and
Not
it
saying it's
actually,
not,
this is the whole entire hardware argument, is that it actually kind of makes sense for Xbox to come out and go, hey, look, we're more powerful. It's going to be a little bit more expensive, but what we're going to do is that it's gonna be powerful to make things a little bit more fresher, a little bit more cleaner, and eventually the other one will be phased out, but not for like 3 years, and we're gonna be
like
keeping
what
this.
they did with the Xbox Elite Slim and all that.
Yeah, roughly, and it would also help to be able to go, hey, look, we're more powerful now because we did this, and the other. And we're here for the long haul for you. And in all reality, I'd be interested to see what the ecosystem looks like, because I'm really curious. It's one of those things that I look around and I'm a potential buyer for PlayStation 4, and I keep on looking and going, why am I leaving my Xbox One? And I don't have to. All the games that are good on the PlayStation 4 are on the Xbox One. And then there's the Xbox One games. So I'm really curious if they've had like now 3 years to come out with games to hook in for PlayStation, and nothing. I'm curious if that there's going to be, and this is my pure speculation, if there's going to be a ramification towards that. So.
Yeah, I kind of get that. Like Xbox Xbox has a lot of exclusives, and to be honest, when it comes to Xbox and PlayStation, I prefer to play console, like the ones that are on multi-console. I prefer to play on an Xbox as opposed to on PlayStation. But
Yep.
I have my PlayStation. I enjoy it, but I use it mainly for exclusives and like Dark Souls, because I prefer Dark Souls on PlayStation.
I bought my PS4 for MLB The Show.
Which I don't think that's worth it, but.
Yeah, I agree, but hey, that's on you.
I also played The Last of Us because I didn't play that on PS3 because I didn't ever own a PS3.
Well, that's the last great exclusive by PlayStation, and that is, in all honesty, one of the best games ever made, and that's coming from the Xbox lover. I don't know if any one game ever made by Microsoft or any other company has the width and depth of that game. I will say that game's mechanics are good. They're not great, but that storyline, it's honestly one of the best games ever. It is.
So
games mechanics aren't too far away from. Sorry, go ahead.
Casey says Ratchet and Resogun are game sellers, are console sellers.
Hi.
somewhat agree with
I
that.
can buy Resogun on a PC.
And I don't think
I agree with Ratchet, but not so much Resogun.
I don't think that's a $400 game. Either one of them.
No, actually, what the thing, and I've been coming to this conclusion recently. What might make me buy a PS4 is PlayStation Live, the TV service that they have, and only paying $40 a month plus the like $99 for PlayStation Plus, which gives me free games anyways. That might bring me into the PlayStation ecosystem on that, not the actual games.
PJ says it's called the PS View.
View, okay, View, not Live. View, fair. But I've been thinking about it, and that might bring me into the system.
I don't
After
even
literally,
understand what it is. So
it's live TV through the internet, through their service. And the only thing that sucks is that I'm pretty sure that it doesn't have NHL Network. And,
then fuck
which is,
that.
well, no, versus paying $200 for internet and TV. And
I
then
don't pay that.
and then on top, see in which place, California or Nashville or both.
I don't pay that much money at either.
That's fair. And see, the problem is that it's a fucking scam with Comcast, because to get NBC Sports Network, you have to get their like one of their Uber packages, and hell, there's a shit ton of hockey on NBC Sports Network. So
Yes, there are.
and it's one of those things that
Really weird
I'm-
because NBC Sportsnet was actually included with the base package for me.
it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
And it's basically internet cable subscription, which is something that I've been wanting. Literally, guys, I need 10 channels. I don't need the other like 400 I get. Can I just pay for that, please? I swear to God, I'll give you $60 a month for those 10 channels, and I'm good. But I'm gonna.
I
cut the
haven't
cable to
listed
save
the
some money.
channels. I haven't listed the channels I need. Like I need all the ESPNs. I need NFL Network. I need the NHL Network. I need TBS, ABC. Like I think that I think it would end up costing more to buy them individually.
It depends, and you can, and it might, but I mean, I don't think it's going to cost $200. And I can get my bill down to 80, and then pay 40 on top of that for the PlayStation. 80 to get just internet into my apartment, and then the rest of it just be PlayStation at 40. So it makes a lot more economical sense than the 120 on top of that to get all the cable, and then go to a bar and spend the extra money that I'm saving by drinking it at a bar. Just sucks because I can't hear the commentators, and I really do like listening to the commentators.
Unless they're stupid commentators like Chris Collinsworth.
Well, Doc Emmerich, who if you'll hear more and more if you will start watching hockey, is one of the best call-by-call guys. That was a child.
Yes, it was. That was my little sister. She's on the couch behind me.
Tell her to shut the fuck up.
Wow.
She's like 2.
She won't understand and be burned by it. Tell her now.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. I'm just having fun with it now. But no, yeah, that's the end of that conversation. We kind of went on a weird little angle on that. Is there anything else we want to bring up before we take to our main subject?
Casey says, screw Collins worthless. I agree.
Oh, I'm sorry. When did this become the sports cast?
I'm trying to continue the chat interaction like a good person.
I know, I just didn't know how else to respond to it.
We have somebody that's actually wanting to talk to us. So.
Thank you, Casey, for talking to us. We appreciate it. I could care less about Chris Collinsworth because the Ravens aren't a popular enough team to get on national television. And literally,
You only watch Ravens games?
Pretty much.
Why? Okay, so here's my question I need to ask you. Are you a football fan?
I'm a Ravens fan. We can have this
Are you a football fan?
This is a video game podcast. It's a video game podcast.
I feel the need to remind you guys of that all the time.
Yeah,
Are
no,
you a
but we're gonna
football
go
fan
off.
or are you a Ravens fan? I need that.
I said I'm a Ravens fan.
You're not a football fan.
Ryan, we can have this conversation later. I enjoy watching football, but nowhere near as much as I enjoy watching the Ravens play.
You're a Ravens fan. Okay.
Anywho, what's the main
Thank
topic
you.
of the show today?
The main topic is EA is now doing EA Play instead of doing the regular setup of doing E3. So they announced that their schedule for it, and this is again on Pacific times. Sunday, June 12th, they're going to have their conference from 1 to 2. 2 to 4, they're going to be open to the media. So after the conference, they're going to let the media walk around and do their media thing. And then from 4 to 10, it will be open to players. And then Monday, 9 to 9, open to players. And Tuesday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., open to industry and E3 attendance. That's in LA. What's nice about this, though, is that if you do live in London, you're going to be able to watch the press conference in London, so they'll probably actually have 2 places where they're doing a press conference. I wouldn't be surprised if they go, and now we're going to London. And then 10 to 12 a.m. on Sunday, you'll be able to have player sessions. So this brings up the big thing. You know what? While we're sitting here, how do we feel about EA Play, i.e. get the hell away from E3? And then what do we actually want to see at the E3 conference?
I personally would like to know what that last Battlefront DLC is, but that's just part of it. I also want to see more about Mirror's Edge Catalyst, because that's one of my most anticipated games this year.
Okay.
I want them to tell me what the new features of Madden are going to be.
Okay. I'm hoping for more depth on what they're gonna do with the Star Wars franchise. Not that they have it. So and Battlefront doesn't mean that much to me. I mean, Battlefield never meant that much to me, so Battlefield doesn't. I want Republican Commando. Call it Imperial Commando. There might be rumors about that one. I want that. I want
Or just
it
Star
bad.
Wars Commando. That way it can span the Galactic Civil War.
Well, no, I
as
rather them stay if they're gonna play one game stays in one time frame. You know what I mean? And then so you can call it Imperial Commando, and then you can also go oh wow, I just forgot the Nemesis in the new movies. Damn it, I literally I'm blanking
First
on
Order?
it right now. First Order, Order Commando or something like that, and do 1, 2, 3, 4 down for each one or something, and because if you do Star Wars Commando, I'd be afraid that they try to jump time, and I'd much rather. And the nice thing.
So what I was thinking is what they did with what they did with Battlefront 2, how it starts in the Clone Wars and then it follows this one squad all the way up through the original trilogy. That's what I was hoping they would do with it, if they do something like that.
I agree, and they can still do that by technicality if they want, because again with Rogue One and all the other things like that, they're dipping back into the past, and so it gives them availability to do that. I'm pretty sure that Delta Commander, the commander of who you play, I think you play as him. Actually, I don't know if it's confirmed or rumored that he was actually a substantial part of General Kenobi getting free from the Order 66. Yeah. Not 666. That'd be way too close on the nose. But so I'd be really interested to see the second of the series of that, and then the third, which ends with helping Ben Kenobi escape and finding your own teammates at the end. I'd be really interested. And then you can go, and then at the same time you can come out, actually make a whole entire new shooter and do kind of what Treyarch does with or the Call of Duty rotation, and have like you have Republican Commando, and then you have Imperial Commando, and then Order Commando. That would be interesting. I don't think it would ever get that deep, but you could do like every other year or every 2 years you have a Republican Commando and an Imperial Commando, because it'd be interesting.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay.
I was gonna say I don't know if they would do that, seeing as how they're now having to juggle. They'd have to juggle 3 series then, because they'd have Battlefield, Battlefront, and then this new Republic Commando, Galactic Commando, whatever you want to call it.
Well, and I don't disagree with you until you look at them and the idea of going, hey, let's drop these in June or May, and we can, because I think that's we're gonna start getting to the point where that front opens, the spring and summer front opens, where they're actually really interested in dropping games. Because I mean, look at the Division. Division's one of the best-selling games ever for a new IP, and it came out in March. So I think there's potential to go, okay, every 6 months a new shooter is going to come out. You're not going to have to buy any of them, but we're going to keep on selling them. And plus, this is Star Wars.
If they did increase the development cycle to 3 years, that would make each of the subsequent games that come out when it's their time to come out, it would make them even better than the last one.
True.
If they did keep it like 1 year Star Wars, 1 year Republic Commando, 1 year Battlefront or Battlefield, it would make each game that comes out much better.
Oh, I agree with that. A 2-year development at actual absolute minimum, and that's why I actually do like the concept of the Treyarch, the Infinity Ward, and what's the third one for Call of Duty? Sledgehammer. They actually have 2-year rotations, and it works for them well. Not great, but well. And it would actually do better for them to maybe bring in a 4th studio, so there's 4 different franchises, so everybody gets 3 years, and then start making them independent, because they also try to be too much like each other. Joey, for an update, Mirror's Edge actually comes out May 24th. Thank you.
Yeah, I know, and there's a beta coming up soon that I want to get into.
There you go. One of the games I'm also looking forward to is Titanfall 2. And, oh my god, the teaser trailer with the sword. Why do you have a sword?
Was it really that good, though?
I haven't actually had a chance to watch the trailer yet, but from what I've heard, it looks amazing.
Oh, no, it's amazing. Don't get me wrong, and I've seen it.
About that.
All right, Ryan. Show your work.
It's just a trailer. And it says... Yeah, like, I don't understand, like, I don't get why you guys are all hyped about it.
Well, no, I'm hyped of it. I'm hyped for it originally. All my hype's based off of the concept of that I love this of Titanfall 1.
Yeah, see, that's all that mine is. Like, I really like Titanfall 1.
And then on top of that, the curiosity of what the blade is.
I think the blade will have almost zero consequence to the actual game.
I disagree. I think that they're gonna have fun with it.
Do you know how big of a gameplay mechanic that would be to add? And then you have to balance that in with all the other Titans.
They've had like 3 years to do that.
I imagine it would be something like Optimus Prime and his axes and swords and stuff, kind of the same mechanic.
The problem is it wouldn't be as destructive because you actually do need to be able to stand up for more than 2 seconds, because doesn't Optimus Prime's like stuff basically cut them in half, period? Like, it's not like you bang across like twice and then cut through. It's just like sink. Plus, it also could be Sorry, I do want to get that. I
meant like more like how he can shoot, and then if they get in close enough range, he starts cutting them up.
That's true.
Like, it could be like a last-ditch effort.
The thing is that the size of it, I don't know. It looks like a secondary weapon, not a trench knife type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like where you have your Gatling gun and then you pull out the sword instead of pulling out like a missile launcher or something. I will say it does worry me to the concept that having that sword envisions speed. And what I'm worried about is that, like, when you're in a Titan, you feel a lot slower than your pilot. Pilots always feels faster across the board. Until you boost, but boosts are very short. Even the speed Titan, I forget the Titan's actual name for the. Huh? I'm sorry. Striker. Yes, thank you, Ryan. So the Striker still felt weighty when it was moving, and it didn't feel light. Like, you know what I mean? To actually handle a sword, you need. I mean, unless you're handling a claymore. I mean, but just about any time you need to have some form of agility. And so to have a sword, I don't know. But I'm interested to see what more of that game is. Hell, guys, the sword could just be a story mechanic. Because they really and they've made it really like a big indication that there's going to be a first person storyline.
Here's what I'll be really, really interested to see. And I'm thinking that it's going to be a one-person story, but I'm wondering if they're going to make it co-op.
Like what they did with Black Ops 3?
I didn't play Black Ops 3, so I can't say.
Oh, well,
yeah.
It's got the 4-player co-op option, but it can be played single player.
No, okay. See, I'm wondering if they're going to make it co-opable just because the game has always been online. So, which I know it's only been one game, but the game was fully online. Like, there's no other way to play it, basically.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if they're going to make it a co-op storyline, or if they're going to try and make it fully single-player like most of COD is, or most of
I think they'll give you the option to play co-op, kind of like how Gears does. But
Right.
they won't make it a necessity.
Sure.
Because if they do, then they're pretty much going to fall into the same crux that happened to them with the first game. How people are going to be like, oh, I want to play it by myself, but I can't because it's all co-op and all online.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm excited to see what this game's going to do because I enjoyed the first one. I didn't play as much of it as I thought I would, mainly because I didn't really have anybody to play with. But I feel like the second one.
You didn't have us then.
Yeah, I didn't know you guys then.
We as
still in middle school then.
That is not even true.
I know. I'm okay with it.
As a group, we played way too much of that game.
Yeah, didn't this whole thing get started because you guys met over Titanfall?
Yeah.
I think I remember you guys.
We were in a Titanfall league, so we would play. We'd put together teams and then play against each other, and then there'd be like playoffs and shit.
Yeah. I remember you guys talking about it in an earlier cast before I joined.
Mm-hmm. So other things that will be there, Mass Effect Andromeda. Thank you, Casey, for that. And also for Casey, Left 4 Dead 3 announcement trailer.
At EA or just in general?
I guess Casey, because we're talking about EA, I'm gonna assume it's EA.
I don't know why, seeing as how that's a Valve property.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking, but
He might have just been talking about EA in general, maybe.
E3 in general. I think you meant.
Oh.
What did I say? EA in general?
Yeah, no. It's okay because we're kind of playing with acronyms and
yeah,
the letter E.
Things with a 3 and an E in it. No, I don't know how to feel about that one. I don't know if that's a true thing because Valve has never done a third game in any series. Like, they're famous for that. So I don't know if they'd... I don't know.
No, I agree with you. I actually, although, to talk more about EA, is that I really wish that they'd actually separate their video game and their video game sports conferences separate.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
because
two totally different crowds.
no, kind of, but it's one of those things that I think that there's enough to talk about in EA's Madden, NHL, and FIFA that can host its own hour with its own, like, okay, we're going to talk 15, 20 minutes about hockey, we're going to talk about a half an hour here and 20 minutes for FIFA. And I think you would actually get rather good response to that, and then you can actually go back and not try to fit all the sports plus the video games, because EA is the biggest software video game developer. So now trying to fit all that time for Madden and all that time for, I'd rather just have them separated.
Yeah.
And I'd be interested in watching both.
Yeah, like last year at EA's press conference, I was interested in watching it. I was watching it, and then they started talking about sports, and I was like, oh, I guess I can go get some tea or something, and
They did
then I'll come back and talk
completely.
about.
They did completely lose everybody by bringing Pele out there, though.
Yeah.
And I think that in EA Sports Conference, you wouldn't as much. I think the American football fans would be like, eh. And because he is a legend, let's not deny that. Like, he's an absolute legend.
But I don't know much about the guy.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know who he was until he came out on E3 stage or an EA stage.
Dude, he's probably one of the top athletes of the 20th century.
I know.
No, Ryan, I know you're not. Yeah, you're fine. I'm explaining to Joey.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
So
explaining to
when
Joey.
it comes to sports, I'm absolutely clueless.
Yeah, I just looked up how many hours I had in Titanfall. I had 194 hours in Titanfall. Danny had 138. We played a lot of Titanfall.
Actually, can you compare that to the division right now?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, because I'm curious to see where our numbers stack up for 1 month in the division versus like 4 months playing Titanfall. Like pretty hard. Right?
Hold on.
2-3 months. So Casey does say though that EA released was the one to actually release Left 4 Dead, and Valve were the developers, if I'm reading that correctly.
So you have more hours than you did in Titanfall. You have 180. I have less than I did in Titanfall. I have 161. So
I can't really check how many hours I have in Titanfall because I played it on the Xbox 360.
I'm sorry, that
you
stinks for you.
asshole.
I didn't have an Xbox One at the time.
That's what happens when you're poor.
This is very true.
Damn.
Wait, no, time out.
That's a hard.
He was in high school, and i.e. you were poor. Everybody's poor in high school.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't have a job either, so
Was he in high school at that point?
yes, I was.
Oh, okay.
I've only been out of high school for 2 years.
Oh.
Remember, he's 20, and the drinking age in Japan is 20. Lucky bastard.
Yeah, no shit. Even though, like, of course, nothing.
I don't know what that sentence was supposed to be.
No, I'm relishing the silence after it. Just let that sentence sit there. Let it marinate. I'm gonna cook it, get the insides to 160, and relish it.
No, 160 is way too done. I like my steak medium rare. Actually, no, I
Instead of
like
the
my steak
It's
rare.
chicken.
I like my steak rare.
It's poultry.
What the fuck are we talking
Poultry?
about?
I don't know.
Poultry, you gotta make it done, but you don't want it overcooked. That's how you gotta cook chicken.
Anyways, all right, boys. Anything else we want to get off our chest before we sign off for the night?
Casey says it would be a surprise, but he would like to see it happen.
And concerned to what, Ryan?
That's all he said. He said it would
And
be a
concerned to Left 4 Dead, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Yeah, it would definitely be a surprise, and it would be a welcome surprise because I really like the Left 4 Dead series, and apparently other people do as well because I don't know if you guys have it in the States, but here in Japan there is a Left 4 Dead arcade machine.
Japan.
Remember that the only place that arcades seem to live anymore is in Asia. I mean, everybody over here is just like, I can bring that into my home. And then in Japan we go, we have a very small home.
This is true.
Especially
like
in
if you
Tokyo.
could see my room right now, I would definitely prefer to go to an arcade as to this small little little
Makes
room.
complete sense. Like I think my entire apartment is bigger than that room. Wait, what? That was I confused myself. I meant my room, my bedroom's probably bigger than the main room you're in.
My room, if I laid down for from my head at this wall behind me, my feet would touch the wall in front of me.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
That makes me a
Oh,
sad panda.
Your music
Out of
is
curiosity, by
sad.
the way, where did PJ
Kids, this is PJ had audio issues and cut off for the night, but he is in chat.
Okay.
But kids, this is why you don't have a major civilization on a small island.
Wow.
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah.
I mean, no.
'Cause the houses
The funny thing is that Japanese are very, very, very intelligent people, and they have done wonders with the small amount of land that they have.
This is very true. Like, the houses are really cramped. Like, I mean, just the way they're packed. And most people don't even live in houses. Most people live in apartments in the city.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm lucky to have a house, I guess.
Do you tell your parents that?
Occasionally.
You should tell them. Anyways, I
You
think that's
should
it for
be
the podcast tonight
good
because we were
for
getting as much as actually. If you know what, Joey, an idea for you is to write an article or to do a video recording with maybe someone else and tell about like how it is to actually live in a foreign country like Japan.
Yeah, actually, a while back before I started doing this with you guys, I was playing with the idea of starting a YouTube channel. I mean, I have one, I just haven't posted anything, but my dad was giving me tips, and he's like, you should, like, go out and have a cameraman and then talk to local Japanese and see how they, how their life differs from American life, and then talk about living in Japan and all that stuff. And I seriously considering it, I just don't have a cameraman.
As long as the title screen has some form of the Street Fighter 2 Japan. All right, so we've been the Cleverly Named Podcast.
We have been. We're not anymore.
No, now we're the Cleverly Named Sportscast.
PJ, I miss you. I miss you so much.
I think Casey would still watch it if it was the Sportscast. So our fan would still be here.
All right, tweet your questions, comments, and concerns to @CNT Podcast on Twitter. You can shoot us an email, podcast@cleverlynamedgames.com. And please like us on Facebook. Ryan, what is your Twitter handle for people to follow?
Twitter.
My Twitter is @ChosenRadar if you want to yell at a redneck.
I get to do it every day, guys. Joey, what's your Twitter handle so people can follow you?
My Twitter is Auron Darkrend, AURON.
All right, and I'm @DangerDan. That's simple enough. Gentlemen, say goodnight.
I'm going back to bed.
Oyasumi nasai. Which is good night in Japanese.
Both of those made no sense to me. Everybody have a good night. And I assume that we're out. All right. We're still live.